Does your Pomeranian act like they're king or queen of the house? From refusing to go on walks to demanding constant attention, these tiny fluffballs sure know how to rule our hearts and sometimes our homes. Today we're diving into a fun yet relatable topic: is your Pomeranian a diva? We'll talk about those high maintenance behaviors and, more importantly, how to handle them with love and consistency. Pomeranians are intelligent, independent, and full of personality, which is why they can sometimes be stubborn and demanding. But don't worry, we've got plenty of tips to help you manage those diva moments. So what exactly does diva behavior look like in a Pomeranian? Let's go through some classic examples every Pom owner will recognize. First up, excessive barking for your attention. Your Pomeranian might sit right in front of you, barking until you give them exactly what they want, be it a treat, a toy, or some love. My dog Duke is a prime example of this. As soon as I walk into the home after I've been away, he comes up to me. We call it duking because he'll put his paw on my legs and start to scratch and bark at me, and he is demanding that I pick him up in that moment. Next is the picky eater. Some Pomeranians will turn their noses up at perfectly good food, waiting for something better, or maybe just a sprinkle of cheese on top. Refusing commands is another classic diva move. They're smart enough to know what you're asking. They may even look at you like our little Moxie, but be stubborn enough to decide, nope, not today. And let's not forget about the infamous insistence of being carried instead of walking. My Murphy loves to be carried, loves to be on my lap, and is always next to me. Poms love the royal treatment. Now, these behaviors seem funny or endearing, but they often come with three key traits: intelligence, independence, and yes, a little bit or a lot of spoiling from us as their owners. Pomeranians are clever and quick to figure out how to get what they want, and their strong personalities mean they're not afraid to ask for it, sometimes loudly. But don't worry, these behaviors are manageable with the right approach. In this next section, we'll discuss how to set boundaries and keep those diva tendencies in check. Ever wonder why your Pomeranian seems to have so many diva-like tendencies? Let's break down some of the key reasons behind these behaviors. First up, overindulgence by owners. I'm absolutely guilty of this. Pomeranians are hard to resist with their cute faces and big personalities, but when we give in to every bark or pout, they'll quickly learn how to get their way. This creates a cycle where they start to expect and demand royal treatment all the time. Next, there is the issue of inconsistent training. Pomeranians are incredibly smart, but without clear boundaries and regular practice, they can develop habits like refusing commands or testing limits to see what they can get away with. Their natural desire is to be the center of attention is another factor. These little dogs thrive on interaction and affection, and when they don't get it, they'll find ways to demand it, whether it's barking, pawing, or refusing to do what's being asked of them. And let's not forget their small size. It's easy to spoil a dog that you can carry everywhere or treat like having a living stuffed animal. Without realizing it, we sometimes encourage diva behaviors because they're so convenient and loving to coddle. All of these factors combined make it easy for Pomeranians to develop those high maintenance tendencies. But don't worry, understanding why these behaviors happen is the first step to addressing them. Next, we'll talk about practical solutions to manage and minimize diva-like behaviors. Now that we know why diva behaviors happen, let's talk about solutions. With the right approach, you can help your Pomeranian be the best version of themselves while still keeping that fabulous personality. First, it's essential to establish clear rules and boundaries. For example, don't give in to their demands for treats or attention unless they've earned it by sitting calmly or following a command. Use positive reinforcement to encourage good behavior. A simple good job or a small reward when they behave properly works wonders in shaping their actions over time. When it comes to excessive barking or demanding behaviors, don't reward the chaos. Instead, reward the calm behavior and teach them that being quiet and patient gets your attention. Schedule dedicated play and cuddle times so your Pomeranian feels loved and connected to you without feeling the need to demand attention consistently. Pomeranians may be small, but they're full of energy. Make sure to keep them active with regular walks and play sessions. Introduce puzzle toys and interactive games to keep their minds sharp and engaged. Teaching them new tricks is another great way to burn off mental energy while building their confidence and is great for bonding together. If your Pomeranian is a picky eater, try introducing variety into their meals, like mixing dry and wet food or adding healthy toppers, but avoid switching foods too frequently just to please them. It's important to keep their diet balanced and consistent. Lastly, socialization is key. Exposing your Pomeranian to new environments, people, and other dogs when it's safe to do so helps reduce clingy and attention-seeking behaviors and builds their confidence in unfamiliar situations. With consistency, patience, and love, even the most diva-like Pomeranians can learn to balance their strong personalities with better manners. Managing diva behaviors isn't just about what you should do, it is also about avoiding common mistakes that can make things worse. So let's look at a few. First, don't give in to their every demand. Picking them up every time they bark or whine sends the message that they're in charge. Instead, respond only to calm and appropriate behavior. Inconsistent training. Consistency is key. If you're strict with training one day but you let things slide the next, your Pomeranian will learn quickly that the rules aren't set in stone and they'll exploit that. Lastly, over-pampering can reinforce diva tendencies. While it's fun to spoil your Pomeranian with love and attention, I do that as well. Remember that balancing that with clear boundaries, training, and expectations for their behavior will help you in the future. By steering clear of these common pitfalls, you'll be on your way to raising a well-behaved and happy Pomeranian without the diva drama. Addressing diva behaviors in your Pomeranian isn't just about discipline, it's about building a stronger, happier relationship between you and your fluffy companion. So let's talk about the benefits of addressing diva behaviors. First, a well-trained Pomeranian is a happy Pomeranian. By setting clear boundaries and meeting their needs for exercise, stimulation, and affection, you'll reduce frustration and help them feel secure. Training and attention management doesn't just curb unwanted behaviors, it can also deepen the bond between you and your dog. They'll learn to trust you as a leader and making your connection even more special. Addressing diva tendencies also reduces stress. You'll spend less time managing barking or stubbornness and more time enjoying your Pomeranian's delightful personality. With a little effort, you'll create a harmonious life with your Pomeranian, one full of joy, love, and good behavior. Managing diva behaviors in your Pomeranian may take some patience, but the rewards are well worth it. With consistent training, proper attention, and a little love, you'll have a happy, well-behaved companion who's a joy to be around. I am guilty of spoiling my dogs and allowing diva behavior. I know it can be a challenge when they're so cute and they really are the best companions. If you enjoyed this video, you may enjoy my video on 8 common Pomeranian behaviors. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to hug your Pom today.